Why did God allow death in the first place? Why is there evil in the universe? Now that would take many sermons to try to come to grips with that, but I do want to say this. I know by faith, I've pressed into the mystery, and I've reached this point of faith, that God must have allowed evil and suffering into the world, knowing He was never the efficient cause, but He did allow it. And He must have allowed it because He knew that somehow greater good would come, and that His grace would be revealed more powerfully, and that His glory would be manifested more powerfully. So grief is redemptive if in it we embrace the mystery, capital M, God, who knows more than we do, whose ways are higher than our ways, the God of creation whose ways transcend ours and our creaturely understanding, and yet whose word has revealed Himself to us. The word theodicy, I realize, is a big theological word. The word theodicy just means a theology of evil and suffering. How does evil and suffering, how do we make sense of it? And many people don't ever believe, because they can't get over the fact that a good God allows suffering in the world. And I have to say, my only answer to that is the theodicy of redemption. Were it not for sin and death, as Richard Neuhaus writes again, we would not hope for heaven would be here on earth. Furthermore, we would not have known God's grace and redemptive character and acts were it not for the presence of sin in creation. We would never have known God as a redemptive God. We'd never known God as a sympathetic God who comes alongside us. All these realities explain why Neuhaus relates that in the great liturgy of the Easter Vigil, Christians call their fall, that is the fall of humankind, they call that fall a happy fault. Or in the Latin, felix culpa. Oh, happy fault that gave us such a great Redeemer, the liturgy exalts. Oh, happy fault that gave us such a Redeemer. Well, it's hard to take that in when you've just lost a loved one. In retrospect, we'll see that God has allowed evil and sin and death. He has come into the world to redeem it, and His glory will be greatly manifested, and our experience of His grace is contingent upon our going through these valleys